Sequential art, which
All
is
right, sequential art,
which
right.
is what I call the art of comics, is the arrangement of pictures in a sequence to tell a story. What we do, what is being done in this comic medium, is to take a seamless flow of action. Say, for example, a man walking across the street and falling into a manhole, for example. So we start off...
An unusual situation.
Well, to say the least. We start off with the understanding that there are maybe 500 actions between that man walking across the street and going down there. What we have to do...
500 manholes in New York. All right, go ahead. What do you have to do?
Stand.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to take you seriously.
Don't ever do
walking,
that.
What
Right.
we do is select out of the 500 little all totally connected, unseparated actions. We select those actions which we can use to show the action itself. Now, what sequential art depends on is an intellectual understanding between you and the reader. So we have the man walking down the street here with a bow tie, and between him and here, there's another action in which he's perhaps looking back at somebody back there.
Who said, how come you're wearing that bow tie?
Yeah, well, you know, hey, Charlie, what are you wearing that bow tie for?
See, I know you never do anything without a reason. And when you said there's a man with a bow tie, you had to have established that for some reason, I figure.
That's what makes you the great editor you are.
Go ahead.
You understand. So he's walking down here,
Looking
he looks
back.
back. Now, and then in the third action here, he falls into the sewer, and I leave his hat hanging, flying up in the air.
Oh,
Now,
I see what you mean. He turned around, so he didn't see the open manhole.
That's right.
He's fallen, and there's the hat. Right. Okay, great.
Clever of you to figure this out, Stan.
Well, you said it was an intellectual arrangement somehow between
So
them.
now, what I've done here really is selected out of a whole series of actions which would normally occur in a motion picture film. A moving picture frame would be something like several hundred frames for this action, and selected from this into that. And this is what is known as sequential art, because there's a sequence of events between this picture and that.
Well, you referred to comic book artwork as sequential art, don't you?
Exactly, exactly. There's a textbook I wrote on it, which I use to this day to teach from, builds on that point. I felt that for the first time, somebody had to sit down and create a discipline out of this art. When I started, as I said earlier, there were no schools. Nobody taught this subject. And I think it was necessary to do this. And I think it had to go beyond. I wanted to go beyond how to draw feet, how to draw ears and noses.
Yeah, obviously, you've never studied how to draw feet.
No, I've left it out. I think they go like this.
I thought you were starting out with Charlie Chaplin.
Well,
no, but actually, it's very clear.
I did this so that it's...
Yeah.
So
you've got the
simply,
action beautifully. Anybody can tell.
At any rate,
yeah.
That represents the kind of action. Now, part of the importance of the work I do, to me, that is the importance of the scene itself, is the human action. I spend a lot of time developing emotion. I believe that emotion comes not necessarily from a face, picturing the face, but rather than the body. We show our emotions with our body.
Body
by
language.
And large. Body language, if you will. So that, to me, it's very important to be able to develop that. And I spend a lot of time, I do a lot of erasing. I'll start figuring and play with it until I get it to precisely exactly that, because I'm in constant contact with the reader. Remember that I am writing a story to a reader. I'm telling a reader a story. And I have to connect with the reader's life experience and his understanding of what it is that will convey or transmit an emotion.